Okay, so welcome to an April update. I don't really make much long form videos. Why don't I make a lot of long form videos? That's because I simply I get tired and I don't like sitting in a computer all the time, so I just don't care anymore. About that. Like, it's really difficult for me to just sit down and edit a video because I just don't have the energy, and I've tried 1,000 times to do that, so it has to be for like a project. I did originally intend to make a AliExpress Jag copy review while playing all the riffs with, my DS2 and my Sansamp clones, and right into the interface with the preamp and the cabs, but um, they were so expensive that I canceled the guitar because it costs over, with shipping and tax, it costs like fucking 600 and $360 or something like that, like €360 to get a guitar shipped, because Jag Stangs are basically, everyone has them, but they never show them off. Everyone has a Jag Stang for some reason. But I'm thinking about buying a genuine, real Fender Jag Stang, so I won't piss off any Fender sort of stuff, or anything like that. Also, I've added a business email, so if anyone wants to do anything, sure, just talk to me via email. And it's at lglsilversound.gmail, I think. That's pretty much it. Like, I can do sponsorships, I can do pedal reviews and all this stuff. Just give me the pedals. I'm joking. Nobody will ever sponsor me. I am not really that cool anyway. But like, it's just if people want to talk or join a band. But I only do like in Scandinavia, not anywhere else. I don't want to go everywhere unless you pay for a ticket. I'm not going to, but I'm so delusional, it's fucking funny. Okay, so number one, will I release music? No, I will not. Simply because playing in a studio, getting all the things arranged, hiring a drummer, and playing the bass and the guitar tracks, and just simply the studio time will cost me like over like $100,000, maybe sometimes like up to a couple of grand if I'm really cheap. But it's like, being independent and stuff, it just sucks with music, because you have to know a lot of people. They will never give you really discounts, and like, I will never press my own music. The problem is with studios is that it just takes a lot of energy, and for 5 songs that I have thousands of demos on my phone. All of them are different, and you're only allowed to put out 13 of them that sell. It's just, God. I would rather just publish 1,000 of my demos and see what sticks instead. So at this point, I don't care about the money, but because my dad did press out his own demos and compilations and stuff. He didn't make any money from it. It's just a harsh industry, especially in Scandinavia. All this stuff, like, you'll go broke and depressed for publishing your own compilation or music album. In this day and age, it's just not profitable, and it was never profitable before. And it's just a bunch of these TikTok, here's what to do, here's 10 things to do, here's top 10 things. Like, I don't give a fuck. I know I'll never win, so that's out of the question for now. Like, unless there's an actual genuine guy that's like DJ someone from Pennsylvania, sure, I will. Maybe I can work out. Just email me. Why not? Why don't I play in a band? I often prefer duos instead. Also, I just don't work good with other people. I'm not a good musician. I don't know any music theory. I don't, but I know a lot of chords and I know bar chords and all this stuff, and I have like an idea and a tempo. The problem with music is that working with a lot of these people that, you know, it's just a phase in their lives. You get tired really easily, and people will just like, you realize nobody will like you. You realize you'll never get famous. You realize that nobody wants to talk. Like it's just gets an endless negative loop with these people. It's like you can play with a drummer and like your teacher that you've been like playing with for 5 years, you'll never get good on the drums. You know, like it's just problem is that like I don't like being criticized. That's a really, you know, genetic thing, sadly. Like nobody really wants to be criticized, but you know, when you like, I'm really thankful for all the positive things too. I'm really like all the positive things. It's really been, you know, a really big factor for why I'm, you know, playing daily. You know, I really love that. That's just really lovely. I have never ever gotten so much positive things. I'm really cynical and negative all the time, and that's just something I've been since I was very young. So my favorite artist, like I prefer duos, so I can work with people, but it's usually drummers and bassists and stuff. But anything more than a, you know, four piece, that's just hard. It's super difficult. But with the guitarist, you usually sync. Sometimes they get good, but when you write your own stuff, it just falls out of the sky. Um, you know, um, favorite artists. I have my favorite artists. They are number one is Nirvana. Number two is Beatles. Number three is Pink Floyd. Number four is Negative XP. I know he's really like a controversial artist, but I just prefer the instrumentals, and there's just something addictive about it. And a guy today, you know, making that sort of music, you know, I just like it. I like Sid Barrett solo stuff. I love REM. I love REM, but not after 1996. You know. Um, uh, I like Neil Young. I like John Lennon. Um, Radiohead is cool, but I haven't listened to them from front to back. I only listen to them sometimes. Um, Black Sabbath. Um, you know, just a bunch of the average. You know, David Bowie. Uh, I don't really listen to music that much after I got hearing Limp Bizkit. I do listen to Limp Bizkit. I love their first album, but everything else is just really stupid. R.I.P. Sam Rivers, by the way. I like to listen to a lot of video game soundtracks, unironically. Um, I liked Hellbomb and Future Nostalgia, which are also my brother in the band. They're both Norwegian, like shoegaze and this sort of rap rock bullshit. But it's really cool. I like it a lot. I do listen to it like almost every day in my free time. Knutsen, Ole Dixon, they're really cool. Queen, not all the time, but you know they're really Heart. I like Heart. Will I shut up now? Kavinsky, I like him. I like classical music too. L7, Soundgarden. Nurk from like My Summer Car. I actually like that, unironically. Phil Collins. I'm just like name dropping things. Um, yeah, that's really pretty much it, I think. Metallica too. Yeah, Metallica. Um, I think that's pretty much sums it up. George Harrison, Paul McCartney, Pentagram. I don't know. I really have like I do listen to like only singles sometimes and just skip the whole artists. Uh, Marty Robbins. Like anything GTA 4 soundtracks, I genuinely, and like Red Dead soundtracks, I listen to. Skyrim soundtracks, I unironically listen to. But it's been like overplayed to death by all these like millennials and zillennials. Like they like, oh bro, they're like two bears in, and they're like, oh my god, bro, you have to listen to this Skyrim soundtrack. I was like, I prefer Oblivion soundtrack. Or like Oblivion is so cool, you know. I was like, you have to listen to the Skyrim soundtrack. Like it's been overplayed to death, and that's the sad reality. It's really cool, but when everyone likes it, nobody likes it eventually, and you know, such as such things from 2023 and stuff. Like everything got overplayed to death. I used to love listening to albums from the back when I was lawing them on, you know, and doing my job and stuff at my, you know, my apprentice jobs and stuff. And sadly, you know, I got hearing loss, so usually I put music for my hearing aids, but they're really crap, so they don't sound cool. But they do like an okay job. It's just that I prefer to go with my, you know, I used to go with like the Sony Walkman Force, I think, noise canceling ones. Then my brother took them after I got hearing loss, so it's pretty much just been for me. I just listen to it in my car and on my hearing aids with mufflers when I'm, you know, doing work. Because I'm still sensitive to noise, but I'm still also deaf in one ear, my good ear, which was my right ear. So yeah, and it's just fucking sucks, you know. But that's just rock and roll, baby. I'm joking. That's fucking. That's not like I did everything to prevent it. It was just one accident, you know, and that's fucked it up. God awful tinnitus. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Do I know any music theory? I don't. You know, my brother tried to learn me that he's a teacher. I don't. I don't know any music theory, really. I know like scales. I know names of it, but I don't know how they work, you know. So I know the pentatonic and shit, but I don't know how to play it. I like, but sadly, you know, I should have probably gone to music theory, but you know, like I think that our students are better musicians than people that go to music school. You know, that I'm that type of guy. You know, I like to make up my own language musically until I actually get like, you know, a band or like actual people that I can talk to daily with music. I will just play whatever that comes to mind, you know, and just try to rewrite my demos and stuff. 5. Why do I play and love music? Okay, so why do I bother performing or recording myself? It started when I got It started when I got hearing loss, you know, and it's because I don't really have like much of a social anxiety anymore. And also I'm just scared in general. Like I'm just scared of wasting a lot of time, and I love music. I don't see why there's so many cons. You know, I think the pros outweigh the cons when it comes to performing music. and I love drawing, and I love music, and I've been playing music since I was 13 or 12 back in 2016. So I've been doing that for a long time. I've never been good at it, but I like doing it, and Nirvana sort of gave me the push to try to, and the Beatles and Led Zeppelin and all this stuff. I don't really know any of the songs like from, but like after I learned bar chords, I kind of get it. But like my entire family is just like a range of musicians. My dad's a guitarist. Both of my brothers are drummers, and my eldest is a multi-instrumentalist. So he's a bassist, he's a guitarist, but he plays acoustically, and he's the only guy in the family that doesn't, you know, have it as hard as us. But he's a really talented guy. I love my brother. He's a really good artist. And he works with a bunch of bands and stuff, and he's really good at marketing and all this stuff. He's a really good drummer. And my male brother is also a drummer, but he's a sort of introverted drummers, introverted musicians, people that are hobbyists, but they don't ever, ever refer to themselves as musicians. We all got a guitar, but he plays daily. Everyone in my family really plays daily, really. So that's really cool. So it's just a really big, just inherited thing. It's genetic, and it's kind of just like been in the family for a long time. Pedal update. Yeah, I just bought a pedal from Japan, which is a Tech 21 Sansamp Classic. So I got I got gave it the offer, and he countered offered it, and I gave it a better one. So yeah, so I kind of got it working. So I generally have like a Sansamp laying around now. That's coming soon. But I think it's just a versatile thing, because if I stay out of the grunge phase, I could use it as anything else really. And they're expensive. They cost like $400 used. I got it like for almost more than half of that. So why do I post shorts? I just post shorts because YouTube is no longer like a long form video platform anymore. Because YouTube is genuinely just not a long form platform. Nobody really listens to things front to back. Everyone's attention spans have been ruined, basically, and the algorithm has basically changed since 2020. Like for me, 2020 was just 7 months ago, but it's been a long time. So, but the algorithm changed. It's all preferred shorts, so I just decided to play in shorts, and it's way more easier. I kind of struggle with vocals when I'm I can't sing and make the vocals clearer when the guitar sound, so it's kind of just muffled. But it's actually pretty cool. But yeah, I genuinely think that shorts are just better, and it's basically what sells, and what kind of like just works, because like if you post only long form, eventually you'll just like grow tired, because like you have to do a fuck ton of editing, you have to publish like time after time. So it's a question of, are you doing it for the love of the game, or are you doing it because you want to make money, and I just like doing it because I like doing it, but that's pretty much it.